who showed up to work today. Today's project is to turboize this 966. It looks like we have all of the necessary items to make that happen. All the basics are here. I know on the 9 they have 6 piston squirters. A 1066 has 12. You may ask, well, you're going to add piston squirters, aren't you? And my answer is probably not. This 966 has a smaller oil pump than a 10. Are we going to put a bigger oil pump on? Again, probably not. We will be changing the air cleaner, the fuel tank. What else? Shucks. This 9 does have a different head than a 1066. Not going to be changing that. Just going to be a quick switcheroo. Right? We'll get her. Alright, I've ran into some difficulties taking the sleeve out of here, so I'm going to let it marinate. Alright, so I let her soak for the night. I just don't think that really, well, I know it doesn't want to come out of there, but I just don't know if it actually will. Alright, it appears as though I have just a little bit of real estate to hammer on with my bar. So before I break that off, it's not moving. So before I just break that off, I might think about using heat, because at this point it could be out of luck. Let's break that one off while we're at it. Okay. Now we are completely effed. I'm almost wondering if it moved. Well, we saved a turbine today. Looks like there's a little bit of miscellaneous chunks in there, but indeed there are. Yeah. It's going to take a while to dress that up, but looking pretty good. Yeah. I'm going to put a slight bit of grease in here. Just a little bit. Here's our anti-seize. Put a little bit of that on them. Alrighty, got my other seals here. Gonna put them on. I do have my turbo here slightly loose. Gonna give her a smidge. One smidgent of grease, which always seems to be the correct amount. Unless it's too much. Leave that there. That was risky. Not a good idea. Probably won't show that. My plan is to get her started on the backside. Work it around. Get her sunk in, and there we are. Oh, that is nice. And of course we had our anti-seize, so the next guy doesn't hate us. Even though he'll probably never know who we are. Unless he watches this video. And that wouldn't be good. Alrighty. I do have my bolts all tight. I think we're good to go to hook up some plumbing here. That filter that came with this air cleaner surprisingly looked really, really good. So we're gonna leave her. I thought you said you cleaned up in here last night. Take that guy out there. Put him up there. And, Lefty, Lucy, ready, Teddy, there we go. Looking good. Alrighty, moving right along. Let's make sure to give her a little snort. Alrighty, I got my fitting in there where I think it's supposed to go. Took my coolant tubes out there, put some new O-rings on. After I cleaned them up, I got new gaskets here for the cooler. About ready to fire this thing up. Have to get my a couple of fittings off the old tank to put on the new tank to make it correct. I do have my line here. And that goes from my motor up to my gauge, letting me know what my oil pressure is. It looks like somebody was in there once and must have sealed the leak or something. Sometimes the owners of tractors, they just want the basic problem fixed and they want to get back to using it as quickly as possible. While other people or farmers, like the guy who owns this tractor, you can just kind of tell he kind of likes this tractor and he probably wants everything correct on it. So yeah, sometimes I would leave this old ugly line on a tractor because it was functioning correctly, and some farmers might not appreciate a brand new line, but this one here we're gonna fix and make it look right. While you guys were away charging, actually I got some things done around here. We got some lines made. She's got antifreeze in it. She's got engine oil, transmission oil. We got our gauges hooked up. Let's see what happens. Take two. Let's see what happens. Hopefully something better. Watch that oil pressure gauge. No oil pressure. That is a new line. Oil pressure is coming up. One thing I'm wondering if I should do before something happens is I should probably just make sure everything is bled here, right? Absolutely. We're bled. I think we're good. Sounds good.